Hello, my name is Alistair. I'm a professional software developer. Been so for 15, 17, 20 years, something like that. Felt like longer. Anywho, today let's talk about transactions for Entity Framework. It's really simple, so I'm going to go over it as fast as my brain will allow me to. So, transactions is basically a way of controlling what gets thrown into the database and why, and yeah. So it's a way to have control over the transaction between the software and the database. And in order to use transactions, we need using transactions, because I am imaginative like that. And from our demo context .database, we have a method called begin transaction. So we have a transaction now. And basically what we can do is that as soon as all these things have been applied, save database, all that good stuff, now we need to add a transaction commit. And now the changes are saved. Why is this smart? Well, for several reasons. First of all, we might have a situation where we get to add the movie, but the needed actor. Yeah, let's add a new actor. Actually, that makes sense. So let's go. Let's call it extra actor. Let that be a new actor with the name of Al Pacino. Cool. And we have our new movie. And we have our actors. And let's add our extra actor. That's nice and easy, right? And then let's do a demo context movies update new movie. So the new movie should be updated with the extra actor we just added, and we do a save changes. Now let's say that for some reason this fails. We still want a movie in the database, or maybe we don't want the movie in the database. Yeah, let's take that scenario first. So we don't want the movie in the database if this actually fails. So we can do a try. And we also do the catch exception. And here's when it becomes fairly clever, because it gives us the option to just roll back. So we can do our transaction roll back, and it will roll back the movie saved. And since this failed, it won't be committed, but we don't want the movie if we can't add Al Pacino to it. Who wants a movie without Al Pacino, right? So that's fairly clever. One thing that's even smarter is the option to create save points. So let's say we're in a scenario where we want the movie to actually save the changes. We can do a transaction save point. So that's simply transaction create save point, and we give it a name. We can call it movie added. And instead of just rolling back everything, we can roll back to save point, and it needs the name, and that's movie added. And and we still have our transaction commit down here. So really not that much to it. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. You can do multiple contexts and all this cool stuff, but it's basically just a way for you to control the flow of data in the transaction. Simple, right? But with some really nice to have features built into it. Anywho, hope you found this ramble information useful. If you did, good on you. If you didn't, then I'm sorry for wasting your time.